standing here running for the gate. Today's our day. I'm showing you all my humans. There's a gaggle of them. There's 12 of us. We are starting the West Highland Way today, day 1 of 8. It is a beautiful overcast, slight breeze, keeping the midges away. Rumor has it there may be sunshine later. I reserve the right to take that back because I don't want to jinx it. We are walking from Mulgai today, 19 kilometers to Dryman, where we're staying at a couple of B&Bs. There's too many of us. We're kind of overloading these towns. And we eat at like the oldest pub in Scotland or something tonight, the Clachan, or it's going to be great. Today is mostly flat. We got a little side tour, about half a kilometer to see some castle ruins. And then we actually have a stop for lunch today. There may accidentally be a distillery just en route there, so that might need to happen. And then we carry on. So 19 kilometers, easy day, great crew, all 12 of them. It's going to be just fantastic. So we'll see you on the flip side. End of day 1 in the West Highland Way. We're just trucking back into our place. 19 kilometer day as according to the trail book, but we did take a couple of detours up to Mudduck Castle ruins, probably about a 2.5K diversion, and then the distillery, maybe half a kilometer. Lunch at the Beach Inn, just coming uphill into our place here for the night. We're a little bit out of town at a great little farmhouse. We got reservations at one of the oldest pubs in Scotland back down in town. So it's been a great day. Pretty flat. Some undulation, a couple of fields we walked through, lots of track bed, quite a bit of road, but just gorgeous views. Really, really great day. We're back at it tomorrow. See you then. Good morning. Day 2 on the West Highland Way. We woke up to some serious wind, bringing in some thunder showers. Hey, our crew today, we're leaving from Shandon Farms, me and Charmaine and Cheryl. We are heading out. We just head down our driveway and turn right to get back on the West Highland Way. We're just about a kilometer out of town. Everyone else is staying in the town, so they've either started or starting at some point. Today we have 23 kilometers, which isn't so different than yesterday because of our detours. We shoulder Connick Hill today, which is one of the challenges. So quite a bit that is 4x4, if you will, through forest track and or across farmland, and then we shoulder the hill. There's an opportunity to head up to the true point there as a bit of a detour, which would be kind of cool. I guess the views are pretty fantastic. I didn't do that the first time I did it, so I'll maybe do that. We'll see how we feel at the bottom of that detour. But yeah, heading out. We should probably be into our next place about 4 or 5 o'clock. Sort of trying to run the weather a little bit because they are expecting thunder showers and potentially flash flooding later today based on how heavy the rains are expected. So there might be a bit of pep in the step this morning. Hopefully you can hear me. I know it's super windy. We'll check in at the end of the day. Have a good one. Bye. Hiya, just doing my end of day wrap up, standing underneath the cover of a pub here because it is pouring rain, which some of us beat today and some of us did not. You can probably hear it in the background, it's quite loud. We walked today, was it 23 kilometers? I think it was 23 kilometers from some place to Rower-Dennen. Where to drive into Rower-Dennen. Oh, the rain just let up a little bit. Over shouldered the Conic Hill. A few of us actually went up to the top of Conic Hill. It's about a 5-minute detour. The winds were so high you had to kind of stop walking in order to feel safe, and so I did not go up to the top. I do not like heights, but it was fantastic, and it gets your first full view of Loch Lomond, where you can see the islands in the middle and you see like the Highlands and the lowlands and the separation there. And then back down for lunch at the Oak Tree Inn, which was fantastic in Belhamma. And then it was another 8K, 9K maybe, to Rower-Dennen, where we are, where there is like basically a hotel and a hostel, and that is it. So that's where we're having dinner tonight. A few of us completely missed the rain. A few of us did not. Either way, it was a fantastic day. The dogs are barking for most people on day 2, which tends to happen. You start to kind of find your groove and figure things out. But just what a fabulous place to stay. Super old, great day. Yeah, we'll check in tomorrow. Bye. Day 3 on the West Highland Way. You can see my crew there taking off and up out on the path. I'm a little out of breath, sorry. We're about, I don't know, a kilometer and a bit in. On this day we are walking from Rower-Dennen to Inverranen, where we're going to get picked up by taxi to be taken into Tindrum for our night. There's not enough places for us to stay in the town that we're walking into, or the days would be too long. Today's a good day. Today we are on Loch Lomond. There's a choice of a low road, which is horizontal horizontal scrambling for the most part, right just a couple of meters off the loch. And then there's also a high road, which has some climbs to it, but the fantastic view. So we'll see what people pick. We got to make that decision in about 2 kilometers. One is definitely harder in different ways than the other. So we'll see. Pretty fantastic morning, cloud cover right now, but the blue is coming through. Trying to enjoy the coolness while we can. It's looking like it's going to be like 21, maybe even 22 degrees today, so that's a bit of a doozy on the trail, but we'll take it. There is no wind and also no midges yet, so we're good with that. So yeah, so that's us. We've got 22 kilometers today, I think. Is it 22, 23? Anyway, it ends up always being a couple extra with the stops and starts and detours, but we're off on our way, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Checking in, end of day. Whew, it's already 10 o'clock here, but it stays light until about 10:30, 10:45. We came in today, came into our destination at about 6:11, which was the Drovers Inn, which is like a super old inn established in 700 something. I actually stayed there my first time on the West Highland Way. Sort of creepy and haunted. The fact that their Wi-Fi password is haunted inn kind of tells you something about them. Had a bite to eat, had a pint, and then we got picked up for our transport and driven into Tyndrum, which is where we are now. Tomorrow morning we're going to get picked up again from here at the Tyndrum, where we're staying, probably brutally pronounce that, and then taken back to where we finished yesterday, and then we actually get to hike into our place tonight. Today was tough. Today there was the low road, high road decision to pass Loch Lomond, so we're now past Loch Lomond today. A few of us took the low road and the majority took the high road, and frankly it was difficult but not impossible. And then we all met up again at the end of that, and then had a nice break at Inversnaid for our lunch, and then continued on. And ironically, interesting, it actually got harder after that. So making the low road, which was described as strenuous and torturous in the guidebook, seemed way easier than it was for the rest of the day. So that's always interesting. So yeah, so our day started at around 9 o'clock this morning and finished around 6 o'clock. So that's a pretty long day for 23 kilometers, but it was just fantastic. The views of Loch Lomond, and then we found they were starting to get into like the true, what feels like the Highlands to us. Just a really great day, fantastic weather. The clouds cleared up, it was quite warm, just like, yeah, it just fantastic. Really worked out well today. So we'll check in again tomorrow as we carry on. Thanks so much. Good morning. We're sitting here at Vine Glass Campground, where it's our drop off today from our taxi transport. It is a beautiful morning. You can still see the hills behind me. I'll turn here and you can see my peeps. My peeps all getting ready for their day. Crew of them there. Today we are walking, how far are we walking? 20 kilometers. We are walking from what is Inversnaid, which is where this campsite is, which is where we stopped yesterday and the transport came. Today we're actually walking into Tyndrum, where our accommodations is. So then we'll get to walk right into home and hot showers, which will be fantastic. Today is a much easier day. There's no bouldering. There's quite a bit of flat track, some good undulation up and down, pretty steep, but nothing we can't handle, mostly wide track. We've got a bit of the Roman road, or the Drover's road, which is like the overgrown cobblestone, which is a little bit sore under feet, but anything's better than yesterday was. We're looking like we've got sun today, 20 degrees, and maybe a thunder shower at the end of the day, or one here this morning, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be doing too much, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Anyway, we'll see you on the flip side. Hiya, Brande here, just doing the end of day wrap up for us today, day 4 on West Highland Way. We did 20 kilometers today, fantastic easy walking, some good hard undulations and up and both down that were, got the heart rate flowing there a bit, and we had some sunshine for most of the morning, which was fantastic, but just like great walking, wide open views of the mountains behind us, which you sort of cannot see through the rain, but they were there. Yeah, really easy, quite busy on the trail today. Everyone seemed to have a really good day. Everyone went today and just seemed to find their own pace, which was great. As we came into town, which is Tyndrum tonight, we walked into where we're staying. We got a drive first thing in the morning by the taxi again back to Vine Glass campsite in Inversnaid, where we stopped yesterday, and then we walked into where we're staying. As we came into town this afternoon, we hit the pouring rain, and it continues to rain, and I think it's going to definitely rain all day tomorrow, our day 5. But you know, that's why Scotland's green. So everyone had a bite to eat and a couple of pints at the pub, and we did some laundry tonight, and just settling in for the night. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning. Just starting out on the Highland Way today. We are on day 5 of 8. Today we have a short day, 10.5 kilometers to Bridge of Orchy. I am just behind my crew here. They're just up the road here as I do my video. We waited to 10 o'clock to get sorted because there is a liquor store in town that sells this liqueur called Aaron Gold, which is from an island that Cheryl, Rosa, myself, and Char did a few years ago, and we fell in love, and it's very, very hard to find this liqueur. So we took full advantage. So 4 of us are humping the trail today at 10.5 with rain expected most of the day, with, you know, the equivalent of a bottle of Bailey's in our backpack, but totally worth it. It's gonna feel so good on ice when we get there. So pretty easy walking today, not too much for decline, incline. I'm obviously on an incline right now as I'm panting away. But yeah, should be good. 3-4 hours maybe on the trail today, and then a nice rest afternoon for a big day tomorrow. Check in at the end. Thanks, bye. Hi all, end of day check-in. We are on day 5, nope, 6. Are you day 5 or 6? We're on day 5 of the West Highland Way of our 8. Today we walk from Tindrum to Bridge of Orkney. Super easy day, 10.5 kilometers, wide double track, either largely open moorland, I think a little bit through the forest if any. Just really easy. We all kind of stayed together for the most part and had some snacks. Walked through, we had great weather. It was expected to just downpour on us today and it held off till about 10 minutes after we got to the Bridge of Orkney, where I am here now. You can see I'm over the river on this amazing bridge. And we got in, ordered a pint 10 minutes later, and it was just a deluge of rain, so pretty fantastic. Bridge of Orkney is like a tiny little town. There's literally a hotel, these fantastic little rooms, a few houses, a primary school, and a train station. So a good sort of a rest day at 10.5 kilometers and easy walking, which is great. Tomorrow we have over 20, and it's a bit of a doozy of a day, considered a challenging day into King's House. So I'll check in the morning. Good morning, day 6 on the West Highland Way today. It is turning out to be a beautiful day. We are heading in that direction. We see sunshine. Yesterday it said we'd be getting thunder showers most of the day. Now those have been pushed back to about 4 o'clock. So hopefully we just get sunny breaks, and it's just a bit overcast, which makes for a wonderful hiking. We're 20 kilometers today, walking straight into King's House Hotel. It's one of my favorite days on the trail. We walk through Rannoch Moor. It's a tough day, not to be underestimated. Pretty remote, but we're really excited for it to happen. So we will check in on the flip side. Hi all! Day 6 ended fabulously today. We are officially in Glencoe. We walked through the Rannoch Moor. Amazing day, 20 kilometers. You can see behind me just the views are, it's just pretty unbelievable where we are. It's just fantastic and so rugged and so remote and so Scotland. Everything you think Scotland is right here. We're staying tonight at the King's House, which is like, wasn't a fancy hotel when I stayed here in 2008. It is now a fancy hotel. We feel very spoiled. The towels were amazing. The shower was awesome. Yay for us. We hiked 20 kilometers today, and just amazingly, we did it in about 5, some people 4.5 up to 5.5 hours. That 20 kilometers on the beginning of this 6 days ago was taking us 8 to 10 hours. So it just tells you how much your body sort of adapts to the trail. Mostly hard packed trail today. Quite a bit was called the Drover's Road, which was like, think of like cobblestone but with misshapen rocks, kind of really built into almost like an asphalt, like rough asphalt, really hard underfoot. You have to pay attention. So you had to kind of stop and take in the views from behind you and around you and then keep on going. But largely level. We started with a big climb this morning and then a big descent, and then largely level for the rest of the day. A couple of stints of rain, but absolutely fantastic. So here we are, having a few pints, having some dinner, getting a good sleep. Tomorrow we make the run into Kinlochleven for day 7, and then we're into Fort William for day 8. So we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We are on day 7 of our 8-day trek of the West Highland Way. We are leaving the beautiful King's House Hotel in the middle of nowhere fabulously today to make our way to Kinlochleven. It's a shorter day, 14.5 kilometers, so that's no bother, but we do have the Devil's Staircase today, which takes us up to the highest point on the West Highland Way, which is 540 meters. It's pretty much like a zigzag staircase, switchback, wide open rock face, but not sketchy or dangerous or anything, but just it's a tad bit of work. As you can see behind us, we start to get into more rocky terrain, but after that we have sort of like undulating path and then a downward descent into Kinlochleven where we stay tonight. So the group has just finished breakfast and we're just about to head out. So hoping to get up the Devil's Staircase into the top before it rains. We're expecting that at about 11, but I'm not sure based on the sky we're going to get that long, but we're going to try our best. So we'll see you on the flip side and let you know how it went. Checking in, end of day 7 here today. We're in Kinlochleven. You can see behind me the glorious hills that we are in. Right in front of me directly is the River Leven that runs through this town. Had a beer from the brewery tonight, absolutely fantastic. Today was a great day. We did 14.5 kilometers, waiting for the car to pass. 14.5 kilometers from King's House to Kinlochleven. We started with about a 3-kilometer trek, mostly just on like a trail, like a wide track, and then we got to the bottom of this Devil's Staircase, climbed up to about 540 meters. It was a doozy of a climb, but it was completely fine. Longer, but no harder than Connacht Hill, which we did on our 2nd or 3rd day. And then on the other side, there's just undulating path, up and down, but great track, some stone, just wide open views. It was unbelievable. I'll post pictures. It's breathtaking. As we went up Devil's Staircase, we left quite early right after breakfast in order to try and get up to the top of Devil's Staircase before the rain hit. We had till about 11 o'clock because there's nothing worse than climbing in rain pants and a rain jacket. We made it. We hit Scotch mist at the top, nice and misty. We got probably a few 4 or 5K kilometer from the kind of the pinnacle there of Devil's Staircase before rain started in earnest, and we came into Kinlochleven in the rain. But it was down like a gravel descent, quite a few kilometers on just a gravel road, which was brutal on the knee, I will tell you that. But the pint at the end and the pub that was in the start of the town definitely made up for that. So great day. We've got sunshine right now. It's not looking like that for tomorrow, but tomorrow's our last day. We come into Fort William. We celebrate the finish of the West Highland Way, so that's very exciting. So we will see you in the morning, let you know how it goes. Good morning. A little late on the video this morning. Few things to organize on our last day here. We are hiking from Kinlochleven right into Fort William on the trail today with my walking crew. Barb and Sherry just behind us, Cheryl and Charmaine behind them, and the rest of the crew is ahead of us. We are, what are we? Oh, I see Mama Deb's here right there. We are walking 23 kilometers. Today we started with a pretty substantial incline. Felt way longer than maybe it should have, but first thing in the morning, but up to 220 meters from just 14 meters where our B&B was after a great breakfast. We've got open track and then into some forest and then finally into some more open track and then into town. So today is the finish line. We'll see you there. See you soon. Hiya, here at the finish line. This is our guy. The rest of the crew is in the cafe bar right there having a pint. We just rolled in. A couple of our crew came in probably over an hour and a half ago. They were just pace carring it all day. It was fantastic. Rosa was right behind them. A crew of us came in and then actually met up at the beginning of town, which was great. Debbie and Nikki got in. They're having their pints already, and then there was the last of us who came in who enjoyed a little more time on the trail today, if you will. But fantastic day. Totally got rained on, but it was also just missed a lot of the time. A bit of sun. Actually, I think I got a little bit of a sunburn. Wasn't expecting that. It was a tough day. There was hard trail. For a good portion of it, just up and down undulating that you thought would never end over small stones and big stones. So hard work today, but definitely was good. And well, we got the guy with the sore feet, so we made it. So thanks everyone for following.